Hey friends, happy Friday. So I'm excited tonight to jump right into this content challenge. And the very first thing that we've got to do before we start building content or learning a content strategy is learning who we're talking to when we deliver the content. Okay. And the reason this is important is because if we try to sell everything to everyone, we end up selling nothing to no one. So if you guys don't know me, if you didn't catch the Zoom last night, the welcome Zoom, then I'm Crystal Nichols. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. I have been in the social selling, digital marketing, MLM industry for the last, over a decade now, closer to 11 years. Cultivated $60 million in sales. I have profited over $6 million. And I have a lot of six-figure months in the social selling industry, still to this day. Why? Well, because the strategies and the principles stay the same. We just have to learn how to apply them. So as we're coming into 2025, we have such an epic opportunity to really maximize and make so much money. Small businesses, digital businesses are where it's at right now. Okay, you guys. So I'm really excited for this training. I'm really excited for everything we're going to learn. But if we don't learn the foundation, then we won't have success in creating the content. Okay. So tonight we're going to focus on discovering your micro niche and then building your client clarity statement. If you are following along in the workbook, this is actually the first section. It's under micro niche and client clarity. The client clarity statement is in there for you to work on, but I'm going to give you a little bit more of an in-depth training to help you build this and really make it hit. Okay. So, number one, tonight, as we're going through this and as we're building through these trainings, I need you to focus on one thing. Okay. I need you to bring your faith. Okay. I need you to set your fears aside. I need you to bring your faith, and I need you to believe in yourself and what we're doing here. Okay. And here's why. Nobody has made more mistakes or been more terrible or done more lousy posts or created more lousy content or had more epic failures than I have. Okay. And I can tell you, if you want stories about them, I will tell you about them. But I will also tell you something else. I came from nothing. Okay. So everything in life is either a lesson or a win. I don't believe in mistakes. I don't believe in coincidences. I only believe in mistakes if you keep repeating them. That's the definition of insanity, though. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, right? Don't do that. We learn from our mistakes, okay? And I like to start by telling everybody this. If you don't know me, you're going to know me by the end of this challenge, and that's what makes this fun. By profession, you guys, I am a beauty school dropout, okay? I don't say that to make you feel sorry for me or to be like, oh, Crystal, you're so smart. You're not. No, I tell you that because that's the truth. That's the highest level of education, professional, education I've literally had. I graduated high school. I went to beauty school, cosmetology school. I wanted to be a hairdresser. I still love all things in the beauty industry. It's just not particularly what I choose to do anymore. And I decided to get married and start a family. And so I dropped out of school. And I wouldn't change it for the world. It brought me to this place where I am today. But I'm telling you, there are a lot of people on here who think I have no schooling, I have no formal education, right? I'm not qualified. Well, I'm going to tell you that's not true. And in today's day and age, there is so much you can learn by simply being in circles, small circles with people who are going places. And I believe with my whole heart that this circle and where we're at right now is a very unique circle of people who are going places. Okay? I really do. Because that's the kind of vibe I attract. I attract people who want to go someplace because that's what I put out there. I put out there that I'm going and I'm going fast. And if you want to get on board, come on, let's go. But we're not waiting around. But we will take you with us. But we have high expectations, okay? We don't mess around, okay? We show up. We're consistent, okay? We do the things. We're not worried about it being perfect. We just do the things. We'll fix it later. We roll as we go, okay? For some people, they can't handle that because they need it to be so perfect. I'm telling you, perfection does not make you money, okay? I cash checks every single day. I have money rolling in from resources all over the place that sometimes I couldn't even tell you exactly how I got it. But I can tell you this, I put enough out there that things start to work and they start to really the catalyst effect, right? So you're going to calibrate to who you spend the time with. And right now you're calibrating with me and my people and my team. And so congratulations, you've taken the first step to really focus on your greatness, okay? Good is the enemy of great. And here we're focusing on greatness. But to get to greatness, we have to leave perfection out the door. We're focusing on excellence. but not perfection. And we're going to stumble through it and we're going to get there. Okay. So a little bit of a fun story about me, and then we're going to get started because micro niche is where it's at. But I like to get inside your head a little bit and make you think, right? Because mindset's first, baby. So a little fun story. I started a new Instagram channel. I'm not even going to tell you the handle because I don't really want you to go follow it yet because it's brand new and it's not that great. But it's starting to take off and I'm excited. My followers are starting to gain traction, and maybe by the end of this challenge, I'll tell you about it. If you really wanted to know, it wouldn't be that hard to find out. But I thought I'm going to create a new Instagram channel because I really want to laser this down and I want to keep applying my strategy and I want to refine it and keep getting better, because if I'm in the weeds doing the work with you guys, then I'm going to stay really good at my skill. Okay, so that's my goal. So I created a new Instagram channel and I've had some content that's gone great on there. Like I had a reel the other night that had like 1,400 views, and it was my first one that had over 1,000, and brand new baby channel. It's only got 30 followers. Okay. Well, then I thought, oh, I got this. I know what I got my micro niche down. It's so good. It's so hot. Did a reel the other day and I had 17 views, you guys. And I was like, I teach this. This is bad. But it just goes to show, okay? Just goes to show that there's always things we can be learning. There's always things that we can be doing to grow. And there's always ways that we're going to have to pivot and learn and get better at it, okay? My other channel, everything, I 1 in 10 reels I batch goes viral. On my Facebook, about 1 in 10 to 20 posts that I make will get over 200 shares and it goes crazy viral, right? That's fantastic, but I'm ready to take on another one, right? Why? Because I'm never done, okay? So I just want you to know that I am stumbling through this with you, that I understand this, and I've got some greatness going on over here, and it's producing and it's doing amazing things, but I'm still over here stumbling and making mistakes. And guess what? It's okay. And we're going to do it together. Okay? So let's dive into micro niche. Who is ready for micro niche tonight? Who is ready to figure out the audience that they're talking to? And who is like, oh my gosh, this terrifies me because I'm in network marketing and I want to sell everything to everyone. Doesn't matter. You're not going to sell everything to everyone. So throw it out the window. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to attract more than just this particular demographic, but this is who you're going to focus on, okay? So, why micro niche matters, okay? Take some notes. Micro niche helps you, and people say niche or niche. I hate the word niche. I think it sounds cringe, so I say niche, okay? So, personal preference. I don't know. You guys can look it up and Google and debate me, whatever. You probably will win because editing queen and grammar queen, I am not. Strategist, I am, okay? Micro niche helps you stand out in a crowded market, okay? There are a lot of people right now trying to get the attention of anybody and everybody that will listen to them. And that's great. That creates a lot of really cool marketing strategies that are going on in today's world. But we want to figure out who you're going to talk to so that you can stand out in the crowd and get your own little group of people who are going to become your super fans, okay? Standing out is the beginning of everything. So instead of being everything to everyone, you're going to focus on being the go-to person for a specific group, okay? And your solution, right, is what you sell, is going to be what you bring to them, okay? And that's really, really cool. So let's talk about a couple of examples, and then we're going to really kick this off, and I'm going to ask you guys some questions. So instead of saying, I am a health coach, you're going to say, right, you're a health coach who coaches busy moms, maybe, right, who want to lose weight, but they do not want to give up dinners with their family or nights out with their friends, right? Do you see how we lasered it in and how you're going to get the attention? You'd get my attention with that because I am a busy mom who, I mean, let's face it, we always want to lose 5 pounds. I don't want to give up dinners with my family because I love to cook. I've got something over there defrosting in my sink right now for dinner. And I love going out to dinner. It's something that me and my friends and my family, we love to do together. And so you would have my attention really quickly, okay? So just it's really just that simple, adding a little bit to it, okay? So as you're thinking about this, I want you to ask yourself these questions, okay? 3 questions on defining your micro niche. Who is it that you want to help, okay? Be specific. Think about the demographic, right? Their age, gender, lifestyle, okay? Think about their psychology graphics, their values, their pain points, their goals, right? a busy mom who wants to eat dinner with her family at night wants that time and that connection with her kids, right? Wants that connection with her spouse, possibly, right? Wants that connection with her friends. So her relationships are really important to her, okay? And then I also want you to think about the different kinds of struggles within the struggles that they might be having. So they want to cook, but they have no clue where to start. They have no clue what to bring to dinner. They have no clue where to go, what to eat, the kinds of foods, right? And so you're sitting here thinking like, okay, but I don't want to be a cooking coach. Okay, that's perfectly fine. This is an example, and you're going to follow along and you're going to understand how this brings you to your solution, right? Which is whatever it is you sell. Say you're, doing something in the health and wellness, right? Which a lot of you guys are. So that solution then would be easy to transcend because you're giving them all this great free value about how to lose the weight and feel better, but not miss out on dinners with their family. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's the first question I want you to think about and answering. And as we're going through this, I want you to think about what that would look like for you. So start dropping some of those examples in the chat, okay? So then another example would be mothers of teenage girls who struggle with energy and confidence, right? I don't know about you guys. I have teenagers. I have 2 teens and a tween, and there's just something that happens in between that point of your life where you're aging and you're getting older. I just actually turned 40 last week, and life is just kind of happening all around you, right? And so what kind of problems would they need solved? What would their main pain points be? They maybe want energy. Maybe they want like wrinkle-free, clear skin. I know that when I turned 40, cystic acne started being a huge problem for me. And maybe these are problems that your products don't solve, but maybe they are. But you need to understand these examples so that we can get to the how we're going to make the sales, okay? Or maybe they just need to feel confident again. Maybe they need a drastic lifestyle change, and you can give them some tips on how to start doing that little by little, right? Okay, so then what transformation or results can you deliver? Okay, so I want you to focus on tangible or emotional outcomes. Okay, so another example would be I help moms reclaim their energy, stay confident, and stay confident, right? And I have this blank that helps you achieve these results. Okay, so these are just examples of different ways that we can really come up with our client clarity statement. Working within our micro niche, but understanding our micro niche is the very first thing that we do. So basically, let me give you guys an example of my micro niche. So I help solopreneurs and entrepreneurs and social sellers build viral businesses and use sales strategies that convert their followers into customers fast. That's what I do. It's what I love. It's what I'm passionate about. So I work with people who are trying to build businesses or have a presence online and convert clients. So that does open up a wide demographic of people for me. But am I for everyone? No, I'm not. I'm absolutely not. And that's okay. I know who is in my micro niche, and then I usually get a vibe with somebody when they're not in my micro niche. And I understand that. Okay. So as you're thinking about this and who is your demographic, I want you to think about a couple of things. Okay. As you're thinking about who this person is that you're talking to. And as you're thinking about what it is that you could deliver to them to really help them to really bring value into their life. Okay, so the first part is identifying who that is, who that person or that demographic, that group of people are, right? And you can totally take one of those that I said tonight. Like if you're struggling with this, you can take one of those things I said tonight. Figure out who that is. And then I want you to think about what it is that you could do and that you could show up with on a regular basis to serve this audience. Not sell to them. I'm not talking about selling. I'm talking about serving them, okay? So let's say that you choose to serve busy moms who want to lose weight but don't want to give up dinners with their families at night and eating out, on the weekends, okay? how is it that you could absolutely serve them with your content without selling to them? Okay. Well, and remember, this is just an idea. This is an example, and we're going to get to how it's going to look for you here in a second. Okay. So here's a couple of thoughts. If you're wanting to talk to those busy moms who are wanting to lose weight and not give up family dinners, the first thing that I would start posting about is their struggles and their pain points, right? Talking about, okay, are you having a hard time, figuring out what to eat? The top 1% of people are using this, are wanting to go out, fixing dinners for their families. They know these 3 tricks. What are they? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So as you're thinking about this, think about ways you could serve them. Are you going to educate them with food? Are you going to use funny examples, right? Are you going to entertain them, right? Are you going to inspire them, right? Okay, so you've got to kind of figure that out. When I was on my journey of figuring out my micro niche, I actually tried to do a lot of different things. I tried to do a farm-ish micro niche where I thought that it would be really fun to like feature my chickens and my horses and my terrible garden. And people were going to follow me for that. And I was like, I don't even know what I was thinking. That's terrible. Nobody's going to want to follow me for that stuff. Well, then I thought, oh, I love to bake sourdough bread and I'm pretty good at it. Although I'm really not that great at it. We just like to eat it and I make it. People didn't really want to follow me for that. But then I started realizing that my micro niche was talking to, on my Instagram, right? Because I have 2 separate channels over there on my Instagram. My micro niche was talking to single mothers and busy mothers of teens, specifically your own girls, right? And all the funny things that go down in our house. And it went crazy over there. And I've been able to affiliate and cut lots of partnerships and do lots of things over on that channel too. Okay. That had nothing to do with my social selling or my coaching practice. Does that make sense? But that's why we've got to figure this out, who we're talking to and how we can absolutely start to build that bridge. Because once you start to figure out how to talk to those busy moms who don't want to give up nighttime dinners with their families because that's what you love to share about, then what's going to happen is you're going to be like, and if you're really struggling with this, you can add blank, which is your solution to what you're selling. Does that make sense? You guys understanding what I'm saying? Okay, so how do we get to the point where we absolutely know how it is we're going to serve? Well, here's a couple of things that I would tell you to do. Number 1, what is it that people come to you and talk to you about the most when they're asking you for advice, right? Do they ask you for meal prep ideas? Like, are you that person who's going to help us learn how to eat good and not have to give up family dinners, right? Are you really going to give us all those great meal ideas and teach us how to get more protein and more fiber and lose that weight, right? Just by simply changing our food, because that's a lot of free value. Are you somebody that's going to really help us with our mindset, right? Are you going to give us some motivation around that? Are you going to give us some tricks and tips? Like you're going to give this, this, and this, and this every single day, and then you're not going to want to eat more. And then by the way, if you need to enhance that, here's blank, right? What is it that people come to you and ask you for advice on? Typically, that's something that you're really good at and that you could really start to create content around. Does that make sense? You following me? If you're following, say following below. Okay. And then think about, what is it when you're in conversations with people? What kind of message just pours out of your soul? What is it that comes to you so simply that it just pours out of your soul and you don't ever mind talking about because you're so passionate about it, right? And how can you create content around that? Don't worry about how you're going to create the content. I just need you to figure out what this is, okay? We're going to work on creating the content tomorrow, okay? This is the first step. So that's what I want you to think about, okay? Now then, we're going to move on to, now that you're kind of understanding the demographic and your content, we're going to move on to writing our micro niche statement, okay? This is important. This is the first step in getting some of this stuff done. So using this formula that I've crafted is going to really help you understand how you're going to serve this audience with your free value content that's going to grow your following. And then we're going to work on content that converts later. But right now we're thinking about growing our following. But we got to figure this out first. Okay. I help specific audience, specific demographic achieve transformation or result through your unique solution. Okay. So for instance, I help busy moms of teens lose weight, regain energy through simple meal prep and home workouts, right? And then whatever you're selling can be sprinkled in there too. And maybe you sell workouts, maybe you sell meal plans, right? This is all in theory, but I want you to understand where we're going with this. I help busy moms who do not want to give up family dinners with their kids and their husband lose weight and maintain their health through a really great supplement plan, right? I help busy dads or businessmen keep their health and wellness goals while they travel on the road and are jet setting across the world. I mean, the possibilities are endless, right? I help horse enthusiasts, this is just an example, improve the connection with their horse through their mindset and training techniques, right? And then I help them better their health, right? So you're gonna play with this a little bit. Something's gonna come to you. It's gonna be a little bit messy. That's okay, we're gonna roll with it. Okay, and then the last thing I want you to do is I want you to write your client clarity statement below, okay, using the formula above. I want you to share it in the comments, okay? And I want everybody to be giving feedback on this, okay? I want you guys to go through there. I want you to read what everybody has written. I want you to be like, oh, that's so cool, that hits. Give a little bit more detail, right? We're gonna be giving feedback in the chat as well, okay? And then I want you to stay tuned because tomorrow night we are going to come back here and we are going to learn how to build hooks and put payoffs together. And then the next night we're going to work on building our reels and getting those going, okay? So thank you tonight for tuning in. This was so cool. Let me know if you're catching this live or catching the replay. I will be back for more, same time, Saturday. You guys have a great night and I can't wait to see what you write. Bye.